Only on 5 tonight, he's one of the police officers at the center of a national controversy. Sergio Virgilio told police that is, Officer Richard Chrisman had no reason to shoot and kill Danny Rodriguez during a domestic violence call. Tonight, CBS 5 has information that calls Virgilio's judgment into question. It turns out Virgilio's wife is a convicted felon, and CBS 5's Sarah Buttison has our story tonight. Sarah?
Seen court records show that while Sergio Virgilio was working for Phoenix's Drug Enforcement Bureau, his wife was working for drug traffickers. The South Phoenix shooting has sparked protests and outrage. Officer Sergio Virgilio says Officer Richard Chrisman had no reason to shoot and kill an unarmed man during the call they answered October 5th. Chrisman now faces murder charges. The case against him is based on Virgilio's word.
Are you Officer Virgilio?
Yes, and I can't talk.
Tonight, Virgilio wouldn't talk about information CBS 5 uncovered that calls his word into question. Virgilio is married to this woman. She is a convicted felon.
Could we ask you anything about your wife's past?
Nope.
We were wondering.
Don't talk about my personal life. Thank you very much. Come on, guys. Have a good day.
In July of 2008, Maria Virgilio was one of 5 people indicted in a drug smuggling operation that trafficked in meth and cocaine. During that time, Sergio was a detective for Phoenix's Drug Enforcement Bureau. The Superior Court indictment says investigators learned through intercepted phone calls that Maria Virgilio is working as an information source to a drug trafficking organization, and says Maria's brother is heavily involved and an intricate member of the organization. The indictment says Maria provided information about undercover police vehicles, the location of an undercover police facility, and undercover practices to her brother, and volunteered to take her brother to the undercover facility. The document says she is, with the information she provided, endangering the life or limb of law enforcement officers. Virgilio's personnel file shows that he transferred out of the Drug Enforcement Bureau just a few weeks after Maria was indicted. She was eventually sentenced to 3 years probation. To our knowledge, Virgilio had no knowledge of what his wife was up to. Sarah Buttison, CBS 5 News, telling it like it is.
Sarah, thank you. And more insight tonight as to what happened inside that home before the shooting. Today, we got our hands on the 911 call made by Danny Rodriguez's mother right before the shooting.
My son came home last night and he's real violent and he's throwing things around the house and hurting my dog. And
he's throwing things now, ma'am?
Yeah, you know, he's just real violent. I'm afraid he's going to hurt me. He's hurt me before.
Now, we also got our hands on Officer Chrisman's personnel file. He was a 9-year veteran of the force, excelled in the police academy, and got 10 commendations for outstanding performance. We also learned that he got a photo radar ticket and was in a traffic accident while on duty. But he was also suspended for 1 day for what you are seeing right here, planting drug evidence on a mentally ill homeless woman to see how she would react.